Hi students, a very good morning to all of you. Now today we are going to discuss the next topic of chapter force and law of motion. Okay, we had already discussed the first law of motion in previous classes. Okay, so as we know that what is the first law? If any object is in rest or in motion, that till state in that position or exist in that position until what external forces not applied it. ओके मीन्स जो ऑब्जेक्ट जिस पोजीशन में रहेगा उसी पोजीशन में रहना चाहेगा तब तक जब तक उस पर कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स ना अप्लाई किया जाए. सो दैट इज द न्यूटन्स फर्स्ट लॉ. ओके, दिस इज द न्यूटन फर्स्ट लॉ. ओके, नाउ वी विल डिस्कस टुडे नेक्स्ट law, that is Newton's second law. Clear? And but first the discussion of Newton's second law, we will discuss some other topics. Okay, now let's see here. First, the Newton's, make a star and write out. Newton's first law is also known as Newton's first law, also known as law of inertia. Law of inertia. Okay, law of inertia. Now next topic is what is inertia? What is inertia? Okay, so first all of you write it, then after we will discuss it. The natural tendency of a body to resist or oppose a change in its of motion or of rest is known as inertia. Okay, the natural tendency of body to resist or oppose a change in its motion or of rest is known as inertia. Means first to know this natural tendency means कोई ऑब्जेक्ट जिस भी पोजीशन में है उसके चेंज में, सपोज अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट चल रहा है तो उसे आप जब स्टॉप करेंगे, रोकेंगे, ओके, जब आप रोकना चाहेंगे तो एक रेजिस्ट, एक अपोज कर रहा है मोशन का, दैट इज द व्हाट इनर्शिया. क्लियर? या कोई रुकी हुई चीज़ है उसे आप चलाना जा रहे हैं तो फ्रिक्शन आपका अपोज कर रहा है, दैट इज द इनर्शिया. क्लियर? मीन्स जो नेचुरल टेंडेंसी है जो आपके मोशन को रेजिस्ट करती है और अपोज करती है उस पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट के चेंज को, चाहे वो ऑब्जेक्ट मोशन का हो चाहे वो रेस्ट का हो. सो दिस नेचुरल टेंडेंसी को क्या कहते हैं? इनर्शिया. क्लियर? अंडरस्टूड? नाउ नेक्स्ट, मेक अ स्टार. यू आल्सो राइट इट. द मास of an object is measure of its inertia. Okay, the mass of an object is measure of its inertia. Means inertia कौन मेजर करेगा? मास. अगर मास ज़्यादा है किसी ऑब्जेक्ट का देन इनर्शिया भी ज़्यादा होगा, मास कम है तो इनर्शिया भी कम होगा. क्लियर? means the inertia is totally dependent upon the mass of an object. Clear? Okay, note it. Write on it. Okay. Now we'll discuss next topic. Okay. Now next is momentum. Write on it. Momentum. That is symbol of momentum is P. Okay. Symbol of momentum is P. And the formula of momentum is P is equal to mv. Okay. Now on the basis of this formula, we will describe the momentum. We can or define the momentum. We can say that it is the product of mass and velocity. Mass and velocity. So you write it. It is the product. It is the product of mass and velocity. Clear? It is the product of mass and velocity. Clear? Now after that, it is also asking what is the assignment. So write it. SI unit of momentum is what? Kilogram meter per second. Okay, because you know that the unit of mass is kilogram and velocity is meter per second. Or you can also write this like this: kilogram meter s ke power minus 1. Clear? This is the way of writing. Okay. Now next term is the term. We know that all the terms are divided into two physical quantity, that is scalar or vector. So again, in examination is also asking what is the momentum is a vector or scalar. You know that there is a mass and mass is a scalar, but there is a velocity, that is a what? That is vector. That is vector quantity. So you can write momentum is vector quantity. Vector quantity, because momentum has a specific direction. Clear? Okay, note it. Note down it. Okay. Now we discuss next topic. The next topic is Newton's second law, or we can say that second law of motion, or Newton. Second law of motion. Okay. What we can say that second law? So first of all, you write it. What is the definition of second law of Newton or second law of motion? It states that the rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force. Unbalanced force is known as Newton's second law. Okay? It states that the rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force is known as Newton's second law. Which is a rate of change of momentum. Okay, that is equal to the rate of change of momentum that is equal to the applied unbalanced force. Okay, this is the Newton's second law, and shortly we can that shortly in which we can say that this Newton's second law is F is equal to ma. Now in next topic we will describe that formula F is equal to ma by the help of Newton's second law. Clear? Okay. So all of you note down it. Okay. Now class we will discuss or derive the formula for Newton's second law, and we will also understand the Newton's second law easily by the help of that derivation. So all of you write derivation for the formula of Newton's second law. Okay. Now write down it. Derivation of formula. Derive the formula for Newton's second law. Newton's second law. Okay. Derive the formula for Newton's second law. Clear? Second law of motion. So first we can say that let a body of mass small m is moving along a straight path or line having initial velocity v u and it is uniformly accelerated to velocity v in t time by the application of constant force clear, constant force, that is capital F, clear. Okay, therefore the initial and final momentum is P initial is equal to mu and P final is equal to mv. By definition, you know that F is directly proportional to P final minus P initial. Okay, or we can say that P is equal to mv, so mv minus mu, okay, upon time. So you can say that F is equal to k mv minus u up t, where bracket you can write v minus u upon t is equal to a. So F is equal to kma, okay, kma, where k is equal to 1, so therefore F is equal to ma. M is mass and a is acceleration. Okay, this is the derivation for Newton's second law of motion. Clear? Okay, note it. Okay, now class, first we will discuss here, we will understand it, what is the how we can derive. This is the statement in which we can let or suppose the initial velocity u and the particle is and body is moving with uniform velocity, okay, that is initial velocity u and final velocity is v, okay, and the time taken is t and the force which is applied, that is constant, that is small capital F, okay. Now after that we will know that by the help of the definition said that what the force is directly proportional with the rate of change of momentum, okay. So the applied unbalanced force is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. P final minus P initial is the change of momentum, and when that is divided by t, so we can say that is the rate of change of momentum. Clear? So simply you know that the formula of momentum is mv, and that is final block momentum, so that is mv, and that is p initial momentum, so mu minus mu upon t. So after it, taking m common and by leaving the proportional sign, we will make here what constant, that is k, and making m common, so here v minus u upon t, and we know that v minus u upon t is known as what, a, acceleration. So at the place of this v minus u upon t, we will write here acceleration small a. So kma, the formula is kma, where k is equal to 1, we can make a k, we can let a k is equal to 1, so the formula is f is equal to ma, and this is the formula of what, Newton's second law, that is F is equal to ma. Okay, the force which when the force is applied linearly, okay, so we can apply this formula, F is equal to ma. Clear? Okay, so class, we will all of you revise the topics we will discuss today, and you also make the notes from this topics. Clear? Write down in your notebook. Clear? As it is here we have done it. Clear? Okay, thank you to everyone.